I don't know what the hell I'm talking about today, Marv. I don't know what I'm just gonna go off top like a rapper. Hello, world. Hello, Essex County. Hello. What county is this actually? What county is Garfield? I'm in Bergen County. Oh, like we scared of Bergen County. You don't want to get locked up in Bergen County, not even for a ticket, guys. So if you're ever visiting Jersey, make sure your license is clean and everything else is clean. Hello, goodbye. Well, Tamika has come here. The pink elephant is here. Of course, I'm a little late, but I'm fashionably late, don't you think? Hello. I put a little effort in for you guys. Listen, it's been a crazy week. Let me start off by saying first that I am thankful to wake up to see another day. Okay, I mean, I don't know how many people do that, but I'm so thankful to wake up to see another day and bring you some of this pink elephant vibes. We don't spill tea around here. We spill pink grits. Hello? Gunshots, okay? That's what we're doing. Also, I want to talk about my time in Texas this week. I went to Texas on Tuesday. Hello. Let me get some hand claps up there, Mom. Yeah, I went to Texas on Tuesday. I only went for like a day and a half, from Tuesday and I left Thursday. But for some reason, I've been thinking about Texas for a very long time, Houston or Dallas specifically, and I was in Dallas. And I really love the vibe. Listen, I lived down south before. I lived in Georgia and years ago. And, I've been back to visit quite a few times. And it's just not my vibe. Like, I don't mind visiting. That's fine. But to live, it's just, I'm not connecting. No matter how much I try, I just don't connect. But I do like Dallas. For some reason, Texas, this part of Texas, Dallas reminds me of a little bit of New York, a little bit of Jersey, a little bit of the South, Midwest and West. It's like a little bit of everything in one, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the fast pace if I want to take it down slow, in between, I think that I can bring some of me out there as well. And it's not a move like overnight, but this is something I'm thinking about within the next 2 years. If it doesn't happen, maybe it's just not meant to be. But it's a thought, and I dig it. I see why my mind was on it. So I went out there and met one of my friends, okay, Simone. You can also find her on Instagram at the Spiritual Trap Goddess. I believe that's her name. And if it's not, I'll correct myself in my comments or whatever. But I just want to say, we want to touch on friendship, new people, new circles, not feeling like this slave-like loyalty to people just because they're your family or the amount of time that you've known them. And I think that's what we do to a fault sometimes. We have this unwavering loyalty to people just because we've known them for a long time. And then you look back at that friendship or relationship or whatever it is, and it was never really beneficial to you. I mean, you've learned something from it, of course, whether what to look out for, what not to look out for, what type of people you like to be around. And I never look at anything as a mistake. You go through those journeys. But looking back now and how you pick people to be in your circle or just what we call friends, you have to be willing sometimes to sacrifice some things and let some things go to allow new and more beneficial things in your life. I truly believe in that. So it's never goodbye. It's like so long. You know what I'm saying? Have a great life. Have a great time. And this part of our life is done. And this part, I see you and we can be cordial. But bring it back to Simone. I met Simone on Clubhouse. And I've met a lot of great people on Clubhouse. And I still have more people to go. But I met someone on a Clubhouse, and I want to say that she's my soul friend. We're really connected on another level. We feel each other without even having to speak. It's like we were friends in another lifetime or something like that, or sisters or whatever. And I don't mind my people being a little rough around the edges and a little loud and even sometimes a little raunchy because there's something really beautiful inside of that. And usually those people are some of the most realest people, she showed me around Dallas. I didn't get to see as much as I would like to see, but I will be back out there. Her and her fiance was so gracious to open their home to me. Her daughter is beautiful, and we just had a really good time. We ate. We went to a museum. I like Dallas's vibe. And ironically, somebody that I know, a really good friend, another one of my creative beings, Marco Hall, was out there at the same time I was there, and I missed him. But I can say that I felt his energy because exactly where he was, I wanted to stop there but I didn't open my mouth because I was saying, I don't want to keep saying I'm going to go here and there. And maybe she's tired. But, sometimes we overthink things because she told me, hey, you should have just said pull over. We would have pulled over. You're only here for a day. So, I go by the saying, a closed mouth don't get fed. But, yeah. So I want to say I gained a new friend, and sometimes you have to sacrifice your old ones, and that is okay. New beginnings. Listen, at certain time periods of your life, let's put it this way, right? At certain time periods of your life, maybe those friends were necessary at that time period. Where I am in my life and how I was before, I'm still me inside as far as my heart and my soul, but the way that I think and some of the ways that I look at life now are a lot different, from how I used to take things for granted. And now that I respect life more and time more and things of that nature, it attracts different kind of people. Especially if your old people are still stuck in this box. It's just time. It's time to fly, butterfly. That's it. It's not a bad thing all the time. I think sometimes it's just a good thing, and it's all a part of your growth. Who knows if these same people today are going to be in my life the next 10 years? I would hope so, because I think I'm picking wisely and I'm letting the Most High do what it's supposed to do, but I can't predict it. Listen, I'm just here. So, yeah, that was Dallas. Also, I was in Georgia not too long ago, and I went to see my friend Star, another person that I met on Clubhouse, but ironically, we are mutual friends with someone back in Jersey, and it was just crazy. So I visited her, too. I'm never scared. I don't know what Drake was talking about when he said no new friends. I'm always open to wonderful people in my life. I'm always open to great people and new beginnings and new ventures. I'm not scared of those things, so no new friends. Bring on the new friends. Bring on the new, exactly. Bring on the real people. Bring on, this is a big world. And if there's other people in this world that I'm supposed to connect with, I'm not going to just subject it to my circle. That's just ridiculous. That's not what living is about. I'm not scared. I'm not going to walk around like, oh my gosh, I've been hurt by girls before and girls have stabbed me in the back. No, I'm more mature, and we see the what? The red flags, okay? We see the red flags. They're more clear. We've always seen them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little distracted. I don't know what's... Oh, here we go. Oh, cool. To the YouTube world, listen, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to everybody. Listen, you understand that my show is a show. It's for everybody. You're like the audience of my friends, and you're able to just jump in whenever you want. So sometimes when I talk, it's not going to be so structured on my show. It's going to be like I'm sitting here next to one of my girlfriends. And how you doing? I don't know if you guys are able to see me. I want you to head over to Facebook. If you're not following me, Tamika Gorton. Or, see if you could be a part of the Pink Elephant group on Facebook. There's a few questions that you would have to ask if we think you answer the questions in the way that we would like it. Come on, be a group member. Have a good time. Do it. Just do it. I'm going to be revamping things soon, okay? With the group, with myself. As you can see, I'm not going to stop saying this. I am on a new... platform, and I'll say new and approved. Bravery up, baby. Bravery up. And I consider myself to be pretty damn brave because I kind of grab life by the horns, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to face it. And I know that I'm a bit of a fighter, and it's okay for all the good reasons, though. We don't fight for bad reasons anymore. We don't waste all of this courage and everything just on frivolous and fickle people. That's not what we're doing in this lifetime. Okay, next lifetime, I don't know what God has for me, but in this lifetime, we're not dealing with too many fickle people. I think I had enough of those in my life. So again, head over to YouTube. Listen, the Pink Elephant Podcast. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe on a totally new platform. So if you're looking for any of my old shows from when I was on other platforms, you're not really going to be able to see it. You will be able to see me on Moosh Boosh, and you'll see me over there with Sienna. I don't know if you guys remember her. If not, listen, pull up Moosh Boosh and find some of my old episodes. They're really great. We had some really great guests. We talked about some hot topics. It was a lot of political things going on. So if you want to check out some of my political views and my I don't give a fuck if attitude, join us. So you'll be able to see me there. But all of my other Pink Elephant shows, unfortunately, you will not be able to see. But that's okay, baby. That's okay. It's new beginnings. And I think I have some of my old shows that I may be posting under my page, but if not, this is just new beginnings, and it's okay. Who's crying over spilt milk? I say, listen, you have about couple of hours of emotional times in one day, and try to reserve that for the weekend. For those people that work every day, you're 9 to 5, you don't want to carry that over to work. Excuse me, guys, I'm having a damn wardrobe malfunction here, okay? Excuse me. All right, ladies, you know how it is. Maybe I have not worn the right bra. I was kind of rushing, like I always do. But yeah, head over there. And listen, again, the Pink Elephant Podcast. Give it a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. Hello. Share it with your friends. Today, I feel like it's a mellow day for me. There was just like a lot of revelations for the good. More self-discovery in my womanhood. This is like, I consider this to be like the third part of my life. You know, you go through being a baby, a toddler, kind of like a junior. Then you go through that junior stage, teenage, early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, and then you go through your third part, which shows mid, late 30s to the 40s, and I'm there. So it's a whole new, different discovery of my life. And yeah, so I'm just in a really good, mellow mood today. I don't know if you guys go to Clubhouse at all. I try not to. I kind of separate my people, my supporters. I kind of separate my Instagram people from my, excuse me, guys, from my Facebook people, from my Clubhouse people. I'm a mutable person, and I think in every space, I'm always myself, but I give you different sides of me, if you will, okay? That's what it is. It's not a fake side. It's not, oh, she's like this over here, and she's like that over there, and she's like, I am all of those things, and I embody all of those things, and I just think that when I'm in different settings, it brings out a different side of who I am. That's just really what it is. Everything isn't a fake or a not real and all of this other stuff. You know, that's just ridiculous. You have to look at life in other ways. And I really am just multidimensional. So it depends. I don't know what side you're going to get of me, but you're going to get something. And I guarantee it's going to be me. If anybody's watching this on Facebook, listen, you know what I noticed about Facebook? You know, they took away the watch party because that is how people would get more of their views up. So they're really making you work really, really hard. And that's why I promote and I ask you guys to head over to YouTube because, you know, you'd be able to. Oops. Sorry, guys. I was trying to share that on my page so you guys could just head over there really, like right now live. I'm going to have to put it when my show is over. I don't have that much longer. But, yeah, this is another thing I'm going to say about relationships. And I mean, let's talk about family relationships as well. And when I talk about a slave-like loyalty, even the loyalty that we have to our families, because we feel like we share a lot of the same DNA. And, you know, we're family. We're blood related. We're relatives. We feel like we should just, even if they're toxic, we have this slave-like loyalty to take care of them first and feel like, well, this is my family, so I have to put up with all of the buffoonery. You know what I mean? And I just want to say that's farthest from the truth. Yeah, you don't have to do that. I put a post up on my Facebook page today, and I'm not going to maybe I'll be able to quote it verbatim. Let me pull that up. But basically, I said, hold on, guys. Hold on, YouTube world, Facebook world. Probably going to head over to Instagram in a minute. I basically said, you are not obligated to have relationships with family members who are not good for your mental health. Okay? You really aren't. We grow up with this, again, slave-like loyalty just because they're blood related. There are relatives that we must be around them forever. Now, we should be able to coexist in the same space, but I don't have to go to every function of yours. I don't have to sit around you and fake it like I enjoy being around you just because it'll make mom happy. I'm sorry, but you know, we're grown now. And mommy has raised us and she has done a pretty good job, and the bird has flown out the nest now. So I make my own decisions, and I don't have to be forced to be around family members just because it's Easter or some holiday that I probably don't even celebrate anymore, okay? But I don't do it for anyone else anymore like that. It has to be really worth it. And if it's going to cost my mental health or my peace, I'm just, hey, I'll choose me unapologetically. Can I get a hand clap for that, Marv? I don't apologize that much these days, but when I do, just know that when you get one from me, it's really sincere. No matter what it is. Like, even if I'm just saying it really quickly, like, oh, I'm sorry, even if it sounds like I'm saying it in a funny way. I really am apologetic because I usually live my life unapologetically. I can't walk around just being so sorry all the time for everything that you've done. As long as you know that you don't intentionally, your intentions are not really to hurt someone or anything like that, be able to forgive yourself. And if your intentions are bad, then work on that too. Work on that and try to dig deep as to why, you're so evil or you're so unhappy or miserable and you want to make other people feel that way as well. Why does your misery love company? Because I'll tell you one thing, my misery wants to be alone. My misery usually spends money really immaturely, if you will. I don't make good decisions but I can tell you this, my misery does not like company. My misery likes to be alone. My happiness likes to it can be both ways. It can be alone and it could, or share it with other people. And usually my alone is still with my kid, okay, with my kids or something. So yeah, find out why your misery loves company and work on that because that's a terrible place to be in this short span of 80 some odd years we may have on this earth, God willing, right? Inshallah, okay? So look at it like, I think it was Jennifer Lewis, she said, I'm not going to spend my last, I think she's like in her 60s or something, and she said, I'm not going to spend my last 20-something summers, being miserable or hating on people or not trying my best to be a good person. That'd just be a waste of life. And at that point in your life, when you're about 60-something years old, it's like, to me, you should be more liberated, right? You're not really caring about what people say. You don't care about too much about how society looks at you and it's in terms of looks, because now you're an elder. You still want to feel good about yourself and look good, but it's not that important to you as if maybe when you were younger and things of that. So you're just more liberated in life. You could just march to the beat of your own drums, right? Because you've kind of lived this life long enough to see the bullshit and see what goes on, and see how you can fix things and make it better and become that wiser elder to the youth where they can listen to you because they can more so learn off of some of your experiences versus, their own. You know what they say, prevention is better than cure. So let's try our best in a perfect world. But I'm a rebel. I'm hard-headed. I see the fire and I still want to touch it to see if it's going to burn me or not. But I've learned, trust me, I've done better. So, guys, next week is Halloween, okay? Let me get something spooky, Marv. It is Thriller night, baby. It is Thriller night. Listen, next week is Halloween. So, I'm wondering, hey, inbox me if you would like to join me on the show. Come in your best costume, okay? And let's just celebrate getting through, for the people who got through COVID, anybody who's going through a divorce, anybody that's going through breakups, people that's finding a new them, people who's finding even a new religion, people who's finding a new way of life, people who are finding themselves. Give it up for that, Marv. Give it up for people. Give it up for people finding themselves. And let's just come here and just be childlike. Bring out your inner child. Let's eat some candy. Let's have some finger food. And let's talk about, I have some great topics. And let's play some fun games. And enjoy. That's the motto of my show today, is to enjoy life. And I mean that. I really mean that. I don't mean that in a cliche way. I mean that. Enjoy it. Do little things for yourself. Burn a candle. It doesn't have to be these extravagant things, but burn a candle. Support one of your friends in their businesses without asking for a discount. Just support it, just because. If you have a little bit of change, leave a comment under one of your friends' posts. Say something nice. Sit back, sip on some tea. Again, burn a candle. And when you make something for yourself to eat, drizzle it with a little something in your plate. Make it fancy schmancy like you're at a restaurant. Just do those things. You're worthy of everything that makes you feel good in life. And don't allow anybody else to tell you otherwise, I feel sorry for some of the youth sometimes because they've grown up in this microwave social media society and as beautiful as social media is, right? Because I always try to look at the upside of things. As beautiful as it is, it does have a dark side to it. And I've even been caught up in it where I have absolutely have been guilty of comparing myself to someone else and not so much looks in this, but just wow, look what she has. Or, kind of makes you feel like, oh, I'm in this place right now and I should be doing better. And you're comparing yourself to people and you don't know what they've done to get there, how they've gotten there, good, bad, or ugly, what their struggle really was. And how dare you sit there and compare yourself because your struggle probably wasn't even as hard as theirs, but you took your time and you played around with it instead of being more serious about it. So, I wouldn't say compare yourself, but look to people for inspiration that, listen, if they can do it, I can do it. They can see like me. They two legs like me, two arms like me. They have the ability to speak. And although our gifts may be different, you can still utilize them in a way that you can be fruitful off of it. So instead of comparing yourself, or even for some people being jealous or hating or whatever the case may be, you would feel so good about yourself. All you'll be able to do is see the beauty in others. And that's all I do. Like, I literally feel like other people wins or my friends wins or my wins as well. It makes me feel good because I know that I'm in proximity with great people that are doing things, and that means I'm up next, right? So you should always have that mindset of positivity. So this show is dedicated to living your life. I'm going to drink some water to that because I'm on a detox. I'm not drinking, guys. Oh, excuse me. But I'm going to drink this good H2O. Did you feel me? Did you heard? Guys, next week I'm going to have some music to play. Again, I apologize. I know that things seem a little out of whack. I have some really great props. My website will be finished next week when I have the show, the Halloween show. It's going to be a party, guys. Okay, we're going to have some beautiful women in the building. I mean, this is the one time of the year that you get to dress like the horror you've always wanted to be. You'll have an actual excuse to be. You'll have an excuse to have that sexy cop or that French maid or, that type of thing. And I'm looking for a guy. Naeem Austin, if you're out there, come join me, please. I would love to have you here because you are the guy. You know how to have fun. You ask the best and worst questions ever. And if anybody is looking at this show and they see Naeem, let them know that I got my eye on him, okay? Come down here, nephew, all right? And show us a good time. So I've already spoken to some women. They're going to join me. And listen, if you're out there, inbox me if you want to be a part of the show. Promote your show as well. Promote your products as well. Next week, I'm going to be promoting, again, Pretty Girl Products. I'm going to have some fire people from Clubhouse. We're going to do a bomb split screen. We're going to have, I'm just going to throw the names out there. So we're going to have Cray OC, okay? Cray OC, he is an artist that hails outside of California. He's on the Clubhouse. He is a passionate brother, I might say. Had the pleasure of speaking to him last week. We always DM each other, and I try to show him love and light, but he'll be there. I don't know for all my other Clubhouse people if you reside on the dark side, baby, okay? If you reside on the dark side, we're looking forward to having Vax. You can call him Vaximony, Vax with the Facts. He has his own podcast. He is a singer, R&B singer as well. He's an artist that resides outside of California by way of Baltimore. Did I say that right? Because I usually say Baltimore, that thick Brooklyn, Jersey, Baltimore, but they tell me it's Baltimore, okay? Like it's with a D. So, yeah, he's originally from Baltimore. And we're just going to have some really dope people from Clubhouse that have kind of made a name for themselves. If Hunter is looking out there, somebody, come on, let her convince her that she needs to do a split screen with me. She's another superstar, I must say, of Clubhouse, if you will. Give me a second because I'm going to go on Instagram for a minute and drop some clips. And I'm going to drop those names again because, listen, it's going to be a fun-ass show, okay? I'm in communion. Hello, goodbye, okay? I'm in community with these people on Clubhouse, and I find them to be so genius in their own way, even through their intellect, even operating from a high or lower vibration, they come with some type of genius. Let me just give Instagram a little bit of love up here, okay, baby? Up. Look, this is, I'm silly, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still learning how to work an iPhone, okay? Forgive me. I've only had an iPhone for, I've only had an iPhone for maybe a year right now. So forgive me. So I'm going to shout these names out again because some people from, oops. I wonder why men like me sometimes because I'm about as dumb as a doorknob sometimes, okay? I tell people I'm super duper smart, but I'm super duper like Kelly from the Bundy sometimes. I mean, some jokes just go over my head. Strike, okay? With some of the stuff that's coming to me. So, for all my Clubhouse people, okay, starting next week, I'm going to be having this awesome Halloween show up here, right? I want to highlight some people's products. So if you're listening and you're from Clubhouse, we are planning on having Vax up here. We're planning on having passionate ass Cray OC. You know that we've already had who? 10 stacks with Hey Ma. And I'm going to be playing his track next week. Listen, I was away on business. Things were a little off track, but I'm back, baby. And listen, if you are speaking to Hunter, let Hunter too. We need Hunter up here. And also Makeup. All right? I consider her one of the queens of Clubhouse. All of these people have something wonderful to offer. And let's make something happen, baby. What? Okay, you know how I do, guys. You know I'm not good with this social media stuff. So, yeah, we're going to have them up here. They not only have a wonderful following, but they have a great personality. And I just say the things that they have to offer in this world, because I always say it's the youth's world, it's the younger crowd's world, okay? I'm just Big Mama, okay? I'm just a grande madame right now, okay? And I'm still even learning some things from the youth as they can learn from me. Even though I'm older, I don't feel like I know it all. This is a new world, and I'm learning so many things from them. So I would love to see these people on it. Those are like my top people that I would love on here. Plus, quite a few other people. Don't forget. Wait. Let's shout somebody else out over here. Okay. Also, if you're on Clubhouse, I would like to shout out the Barrio, okay? The Barrio and the other two. Let me see. Drop a couple of bombs for me. Oh, we're going to get some of them gunshots. We got the Barrio up here, okay? Let's get them as well. Let's get Dr. B up here. Let's get DJ Hollywood. Let's get Zed. Let's get Herm. Let's just get the crew up here. And let's talk about some things and do a split screen, right? And if you hear me, tell them if you're familiar, all right? So, again, that's okay, guys. I'm getting my assistant back. Okay. I promise I need an assistant because I can't do this again. I tried. Listen. Scam money don't make money, and sometimes it's just worth paying a few dollars to have somebody next to you, okay? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have some things. So, again, please, guys, tune in next week. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a funny show. And I want to bring the Pink Elephant Bunny edition up here. I want my girls to wear their bunnies. We're going to be Bravery Studio bunnies, if you will. Okay, we're going to have a good time. There were some other things that I thought about talking about, but I'm going to leave that for next week's show. So we can be super duper lit. And we're going to also talk about other topics that I wanted to talk about, just little things. And today, again, is the Live Your Life show. So when you cut people off sometimes, and you have to stop beating yourself up about cutting people off, family, friends, whoever, jobs, all of that good stuff. But when you cut people off, you have to realize it's not always personal. It's completely spiritual, right? These are like all these little quotes and things that I've been seeing on Instagram, and I post these things because it resonates with me. I connect with some of these sayings. And we are so attached to people that spiritually they break us, and we wonder, why do they do this? Why do they do that? And we know that we should have separated from them spiritually. It's so not personal. You know, it's just like that higher person in you saying, it's time to move on. And the more you fight against it, the more you're going to hurt yourself. Yeah, so I'm with that. You know, when you're given a new beginning, you have to really, it's like you have a clean slate, you know? So when you have that clean slate, you have to take advantage of it. Don't let anyone break your spirit. I always tell people, you could catch me slipping, but you're never going to catch me falling. You know? You never. It's impossible. I can't afford to fall. You know, I'm so locked in with myself right now. I really don't care what anybody else has going on with their selves. I'm really locked in. I need you to be locked in with me. And I need you to be locked in with yourself. Okay? So I want to read something that's kind of deep. That's, to me, a good topic right now. And I don't know if everyone's ready for this conversation, but we're going to talk about it right now. Again, we're talking about loyalty and friendship and life and disconnecting and, you know, out with the old and in with the new. So a person by the name of Sean Shields wrote this. And he said, so let's get uncomfortable for a second. How do we, as men, get to a point where our homies get this never-ending amount of loyalty, but our women get the bare minimum? Why are we taught to never fold on your homie, but it's okay to betray the woman that has our back? Why does the code we as men live by only benefit other men and not our women? Why does our women, I'm sorry guys, why does our women have to wait on us to become the man she needs, but the homies don't have to wait on you to learn loyalty for them? Am I tripping? Or does this code kind of seems to make men look like they love other men more than women? Now, I can't respond to everyone right now. Hold on, let me just go on my. Let me post some people up right now, and I'm gonna be playing this show again. You know, they don't Facebook. I don't understand what Facebook does sometimes, but Facebook has. You know, they don't Facebook. I need to turn that down so I could be able to answer questions. And I think you know what it is too. And I'm on a new time. My crowd is usually used to me coming in a little later. So I'm going to be posting this again. And who knows, I may be starting at a later time again. But as of right now, this is the time, baby. So tap in. And it's going to be up here all day. But I can't go over to YouTube. So what I want to know, really what I want to know, what do you feel about that? What is it? Why does it seem like men are more loyal to their homies more so than their women? You know, a guy kind of explained it. And I may go on live for a minute, okay, Marv? I may have to. But someone explained it to me, a guy, well, one guy. He basically said, men usually run in packs, okay? And I'm going to get feedback, though, so I can't do that. Men usually run in packs. And they have each other's backs in those packs. It's kind of like a natural thing. If I'm explaining it kind of okay. Let me, darn, I had some comments on it, and I don't know. However, and they automatically have this kind of loyalty to each other. But he said, as you get older, you become a man. You know who's more befitted to have that loyalty and things like that. But where can that almost be broken? Because I want to unpack that a little bit, and I want to get a little deeper on that. It seems like it's too comfortable for men. First of all, I get why you explained why you guys have loyalty amongst each other. But what is the loyalty? Okay, so we understand that's for a man. So why isn't it that way for the women? Why is it so comfortable to not be loyal? And I'm not just talking about as far as cheating goes. I'm talking about just disloyal in so many ways. Not just cheating, but other things, sneaking off in places that we might be happy with, especially if you've committed to one another. What is the urge to be disloyal? If you are a man that is into polygyny, well, you have to be with a woman that's into that, because then you will be a cheater. So that right there is the disloyalty, because you can actually go out there and find someone that is down for things like that, but you want to be selfish. And it's that much easier for you to be selfish to a woman. So what is that about when you could do things the right way? You know me, guys. I'm not too proud to let you know that I believe in that. I believe in polygyny. You know what I'm saying? I'm never too proud to say that. Because I think it's beauty in it if it's practiced the right way. That's what it has to be. It has to be practiced the correct way. Some women understand with their line of work. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Some women realize in their line of work that they don't have a lot of time. So in order to be in a successful relationship or marriage, it requires some men would like more time. And you might be with the ideal man, but you're okay with him spending a little time with someone else because you just don't have the time. You just don't have the time, and you're okay with. Hi, Hi, everybody. Can you see me? Yeah, you're okay with splitting up some of that time because you're not insecure. You're not operating out of ego. So it's like, listen, I'm a woman. If there's things in life that I want to do, and there's things in life I just don't want to give up in my personal life, just as a woman, right? And if I give that up, that's going to make me not only unhappy, but it's going to mess up the relationship. Okay? Because I need this for myself and for my soul. I need this time per se. And if I'm with you and I have to sacrifice everything that makes me happy as an individual, the relationship is going to go south. Okay? It's going to go sour. Whereas though, if I'm in a healthy polygynous relationship, right? We're just speaking hypothetically or speaking real. And these are just all the things. These are the topics that I had on my Facebook today. So I'm talking about all of that. And for the people that didn't get to hear the beginning of my show that's watching my Facebook right now, make sure that you go over to YouTube so you can see the entire show. I think you'll really love it. So, and it's live on my page, streaming from my page as well. But again, go over to YouTube as well if you didn't see the beginning of the show, because I'm only going to give you probably like 15 to 20 minutes of my show live, okay? And that's to drive you guys over to YouTube. So let's get back to polygyny. I put a post up today that I made a mistake in archive, and I didn't know archive, meant that it was going to get off my page. I thought I was just going to save that, but whatever. And I basically said, men commit to women knowing that they have a polygynous nature. Some of you guys can afford to be in a polygynous relationship, correct? Correct. And then you settle down with women that are not into that, and you make a commitment to not be that person that you really are inside, right? And you make things go south. You make things go sour. You make things, and when the trust is gone, the relationship is actually just numb. Now you're just there, and you're going with emotions. But that spark that you don't really want to leave is gone, right? So living your truth is so much easier. So you get with these women that are not into that, and you pretend to be this man that you're really not, and you're out there doing your thing. You're living your life in a polygynous way, but not honest, because you have a burning desire to be that person. And you know what happens with that? People fall in love. People fall in lust. People create soul ties. The worst thing is to not like somebody or want to be around them and create a sexual soul tie with them. Because it's like, I don't even like you. I don't even want to be around you. I can't stomach you. However, I'm constantly thinking about you, even when I don't want to, because I created this unwavering freaking sexual soul tie. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why it's just better to be honest. Listen, ideally for me, a polygynous relationship may work for me because I'm super busy, and the things that I like to do in my personal life, I would rather not sacrifice those things. Now, these are not things that would be harmful to my mate or so much selfish, depending on the way that you're looking at it. But I have gifts that are in me that were bestowed upon me from the Most High that I like to exercise, and it requires some of my time. So having to be underneath a needy man or a man that requires a lot of my time may not be ideal, because if I'm not able to do the podcast, promote businesses in the way that I do, bring traffic to business, help people with their misfortune, raise money for the poor, and all of the wonderful things that I do, if I had to sacrifice those things, it would not make for a good relationship or a great marriage for me. It just wouldn't. And I could say that realistically. I'm okay with that. And again, I don't operate out of what? Ego. E-G-O, edging God out. I don't do that. So if God is telling me, Tamika, maybe these relationships, listen, Pink, maybe these relationships may not be ideal for you because you don't have ego. You would more a polygynous relationship would be more befitting for you, and you'll still be able to do the things in life and execute your gifts and walk in your gifts and work in your gifts with the time that you have. Because of timing, okay? So you'll be able to still do those things and still be in a healthy, honest, polygynous relationship. You understand what I'm saying? I know some people can't stomach that, right? I know for some people, they just can't, because society has put onto you that everything looks this way, and you are mine and I'm yours, and that is it. I so get it, right? But that's not the way I think, and you don't have the right to judge. Well, you can judge, that's all but I'm not listening to you judge because you look at one thing from this way, and it's only being in a one-on-one relationship, but you know how much more you can take. For me, I can, if I have a man that is at a certain level in his life, I know some of you guys can't stomach this, and he is out here and he can spread love, right? And there is a woman that is a wonderful woman, and she's gone through bad relationship after bad relationship. And it's not always just the way that she picks. It's like, people are really good at showing you their representative. They're really good at lying and showing you their representative. You can really, sometimes you can't always decipher. So let me put this, because I have a crowd that gets kind of critical in my inbox and DMs. But if she knows within herself that, and she's okay with someone else loving on her man in a healthy way, because you know who you have in this lifetime, and it's not a secret. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I have a beautiful life of my own, that sometimes my girl Simone and I were talking about, like, sometimes we just want to be home, and I might just want to scratch my ass and be a pajama bum all day and lay on the couch and flick through the screen, because that's just what I want to do with my time. I may not want to wash those dishes, but, when I'm married, I can't just be having dishes in the sink all the time, and I got to pick this up, and the bathroom got to be clean, this got to be done, or whatever. And just, I may just need that woman time to myself to reflect without a man in my ear for that moment. And it's all love. It's not because I'm trying to hide something. It's not a secret, because secrets are usually never good, but it's private. And I need my private time to Tamika. I need to be able to talk to myself and listen to myself and not have to worry about anyone on just that 24 hours, and not having to feel like a man thinks I'm doing something, because I just would like to just spend time by myself. The pressure of continuously having to please someone all the time, 24/7, and just be on, may not be ideal for me. And if I cannot operate out of my gifts, or if that feels harmful to a man, or if he's jealous of that, or he needs me to sacrifice that for him to make a better relationship, it's not going to make a better relationship. It's not. So people got to be realistic. Polygyny might just be few. Some women are better in polygynous relationships, and they're stuck in these one-on-one relationships trying to be a woman that they're not, because of ego, because they feel like, I ain't going to have nobody thinking that I'm with a man that's with another woman. When you're not even really happy in your relationship, you want some time, but you don't know how to. So you want some time to yourself, but so now you're creating arguments and stuff like that with the man, because you're annoyed with him being right there instead of just being in the ideal relationship. Like, look, this man needs the comfort of a woman 24/7, and you're not that woman, and now you're arguing all the time because you really don't want to give him that. But there's a sister out there that don't mind sharing a little. She might send him back to you happier when done the right way through polygyny. So I'm just a realistic person, and I believe in monogamy for monogamous people. You have to be a monogamous person. So two monogamous people, there are men out here that's like, listen, I'm not juggling two women. I don't have time for that with their attitudes and all this other stuff. Give me my one old lady. Well, be that person. Don't operate out of polygyny and be cheating all over the place. Be that person. Times have changed. 2022 is approaching us. 3 more months. People do not look at life in one way. And people have found out and woke up and understand that the way that we're taught or retaught, and we have to unlearn some things, was wrong. Like, who's making up these rules? Just about every religious text you read said that you could have more than one wife. But some person made up this damn rule, some westernized, European-ass motherfucker that made up these rules, talking about, nope, one-on-one and taxes, and this is how we pay taxes and bills. And then, listen, if gay people can get married, they should be polygynous. We're breaking rules and creating new ones. What the heck? Like, that's just a fact, right? Listen, dogs are getting married, and cats. Did you ever see a doggy marriage? Yeah. This is the new world. So what's wrong with being able to legally have a polygynous relationship? That is so bizarre. But that's how you know the control, the mind control. Anybody should be able to marry who the hell they want to marry. That's your business. That is your business. What does that have to do with the government and law? Why is the law in your marital business? Really? Why is the law in your marital business if you want to marry more than one woman? I could see them being in your marital business if you're lying, but why are they in your marital business if you want to be married to more than one woman? I don't get that. That is so ridiculous. And that's how you get into the psyche behind the effed up way that this world has taught us to be. And then you come out with your mind being all out of whack, just thinking, and I'm sorry, just looking at other people because they live their life knowing that the way life is supposed to be lived, and you're looking at them like they're weird, and you're really the alien because you believe this crap. You do. Okay? Shout out to everybody out there. What's good, Steven? Oh, we got Tazariak on the line. Hey, what's good? Marv, what's the number here for a second? I don't see it on the screen. I want to give these some of the people. We're about to wrap up anyway. Well, you know what? We're going to give it tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so I just say, I'm going to wrap this up. So I have about 3 more minutes, right? But I'm going to say this. If you are a polygynist, I know a slew of women. Okay, I know women right now that's married that want another wife for their husband. Like, honestly, another girl. They do. They're in my inbox. And, you know, I'm going to do a 15-minute segment called It Goes Down in the DMs. And I'm going to talk about all my DMs and my inboxes that people send me, never saying a name and never even remotely giving a clue of who you may think it is. But I have women that said they've come to their husbands and said, hey, listen, I think it'd be better if you have another woman, you know, and they're like, no, because they're only... But they'd rather cheat. It's so ridiculous. Like, I don't even get it. Well, because it's a selfish thing. It's more so, it's ego. Again, it's like, well, if she let me do this, that means she might be doing this. And those women don't even want another man. They are good and content with you, my G. They really are. They don't need a whole bunch of different men. They're not yearning for that. They love you. They don't mind sharing their love, but they got things to do in life. That's just that. That's really just that. But you have this control and this egotistical way and this insecure way that you're only thinking of what could go wrong, baby, instead of what could go what? Right. Hello, goodbye. I mean, come on. So today's show, again, I said was about what? Living life. Okay? I'm living mi vida loca right now. I'm living my crazy life. I'm living mi vida loca.
Where the hell have you been, Loco?
Oh, where the hell have you been, Loca? I hear, Loco. Did I say that right, Marv? Living la vida. No, I'm living mi vida loca. Yes. Okay, so, yeah, that's how I'm living my life. But I have literally 15 more seconds. Listen, guys, live your life. Live your life according to that innate feeling inside of you. Live your life according to the Most High. If it feels good, it usually is good. You know, I'm not talking about this quick sensation. I'm talking about that inner thing that you go against. Live your life. That's what today's Pink Elephant show is about. I want you to raise your trunks, raise your glass, or whatever you do to make yourself mellow. And I just want to say I love you, I life you, and I like you, baby. Spravy Studios. Pink Elephant Edition.